The news I'm about to share with you guys is a really big deal, and what Disney have just done is a really big deal.
You shouldn't have told me, but you did.
What's just happened is not only going to have a major impact on the future of Star Wars gaming, but likely on the future of gaming in general, and where gaming is headed over the next decade and into the future. If you were hoping that one day we were eventually going to see Star Wars Battlefront 3 or your favorite Star Wars gaming fantasy experiences come to life, you might have to keep dreaming. I'm not saying this is directly affecting them, but it's likely going to have an impact on what Disney decide to do with the Star Wars franchise, and to be honest, all of their franchises in the gaming space. I am equally excited and nervous for what's about to happen. This could either be terrible or the greatest thing ever. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So if you haven't heard, Disney just bought a minority stake in Epic Games. They just spent $1.4 billion investing in Epic Games, which is going to spark a major collaborative partnership between these two mega companies.
Boom!
So I'm sure you heard about or have likely played LEGO Fortnite. LEGO Fortnite exists as a separate game within Fortnite. So what I think we need to do with this news is take a look at that, but think of it on a ridiculously larger scale. Disney are basically planning on building an entire universe using all of their franchises within Fortnite and within Epic Games. They're going to be using the continuing development of Unreal Engine to build their own gaming universe, featuring the franchises of Star Wars, Marvel, Avatar, and basically everything else you can think of that Disney owns, which is basically almost everything. Disney are just getting bigger and bigger.
Look at the size of that thing.
We've entered into a strategic relationship with Epic Games, the maker of Fortnite, but we're also creating with them a huge Disney universe that will be for gaming and for play.
This is Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney. This man is the same guy who shook hands with George Lucas when George sold Star Wars to Disney back in 2012. Bob Iger has had a major role in the direction of Disney over the past 10-15 years. And now it looks like, because of Bob, once again Star Wars gaming is heading in an entirely new direction. You know how Fortnite has had a bunch of Star Wars events with Star Wars skins added to the game? You know how Epic Games are even including Fortnite content in Rocket League right now? I'm pretty sure all of that was a test of this collaboration between Disney and Epic Games to see if it would perform, to see if it was worthwhile going down a longer, larger scale term project to develop something like Disney's own Star Wars universe in Epic Games or in Fortnite. So there's no actual game that's confirmed for what this is going to be. We know it's going to be involved in Fortnite, but I think what we can expect are more large-scale online experiences with live services built in the Fortnite engine.
That will live alongside Fortnite, but be completely interconnected with Fortnite. And this represents probably our biggest foray into the game space.
Basically, everything Epic Games has built up until this point is about to evolve. And this type of project, what's about to happen for the future of gaming and the future of Star Wars gaming, has been in development for quite some time. Back in 2019, the CEO of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, was asked, "Do you view Fortnite as a game or as a platform?" He replied, "Fortnite is a game, but please ask me that again in 12 months. Well, 4 or 5 years later, here we are, getting this major announcement. We've already had LEGO Fortnite, and Fortnite is seemingly evolving into a multitude of new experiences beyond what was originally just the Battle Royale.
Gen Alpha and Gen Z and even millennials are spending their time in media. It's pretty dramatic in terms of the amount of time spent in games. In fact, almost equal to, in some demographics, or equal to or greater than how people are spending their time on movies and television.
Bob Iger has clearly finally realized that the kids are spending most of their time gaming. They're not watching stuff necessarily on YouTube or streaming shows. They're doing both. They're gaming a lot. And so, at the end of the day, this is all about money. Disney wants to capitalize on the gaming market because it's where the youth and the younger generations are spending most of their time. Which is honestly kind of fair enough. Disney, at the end of the day, is a major business who mostly profits off of children.
But don't worry, there are parental controls so your children won't have to hear Peter say words like
Rey Skywalker.
But wait a second, what does this mean for the future of other Star Wars games? What about Battlefront 3? What about the future Jedi games? What about other developers building Star Wars games? I think this is all happening in addition to this. Lucasfilm and Lucasfilm Games are a part of this new development, and like I said, Disney are going to be developing properties within Fortnite using all of their franchises, but I don't think this is reason to freak out about the future of other Star Wars games. Fortnite seems like it's going to continue to be one of the most popular games or gaming experiences experiences in the world as it continues to expand and evolve, becoming, I guess, like the CEO hinted at, more of a platform rather than just a game. But where I have concern is if this proves to be super successful, if whatever Fortnite and Epic Games and Disney do together works on a major scale and is super successful, then we could potentially see a decline in other Star Wars games. And that's super disappointing. I mean, this was over 10 years ago, and I'm still sad we don't have Star Wars 1313. I'm still sad about all of the cancelled Star Wars projects over the years, and let's hope there aren't going to be more in the future. I think I'm most worried about the Knights of the Old Republic remake at the moment, considering we don't really know the state of where that game is at. Hopefully it's not like this guy.
You were deceived.
We of course know Respawn is still building their Star Wars games, Jedi 3. They've got the first-person shooter and also the strategy game in collaboration with Bit Reactor. We've got the Knights of the Old Republic remake. We've got Star Wars Eclipse, which is also somewhere in development at Quantic Dream. Star Wars Outlaws is set to release this year. Star Wars Hunters is also set to release this year. No idea what this game is still. The action-adventure Skydance new media game is also still in development. So there's definitely a lot on the horizon, and now with this new experience, the Fortnite thing, it seems like there's going to be way more than anyone ever really anticipated. Unfortunately, like I said, I think a lot of this is going to be major multiplayer style live service games, which, let's be real, aren't all that memorable. I mean, the Star Wars stuff in Fortnite is kind of cool, but also kind of cheap and kitsch. It just doesn't feel like a Star Wars game. It's not the experience anyone's really wanted. I want to point out Minecraft Path of the Jedi. For a 3 to 5 hour DLC from Minecraft, that thing was the closest to a Clone Wars Jedi simulator that we've ever had, or potentially had in years, since some of the Golden Age games from the mid-2000s. So perhaps if Fortnite can create experiences like this, which are larger scale and more immersive, and bring to life some of the games we've always wanted, albeit in Fortnite, then maybe this could be a good thing. But also, I'm kind of also worried about how thin Epic Games seem to be spread nowadays. I know the company is continuing to expand and evolve, and I'm assuming hire lots and lots of new employees to fuel and create these projects. But with Epic now having expanded beyond just the Battle Royale, which obviously still gets a lot of content updates, and now also doing Lego Fortnite, which is being updated, doing Rocket Racing, which is the other game they released, still developing small bits of content for Rocket League, and now moving into a larger expanded Disneyverse, featuring characters and stories from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and even more. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 16 of them. Also, I just want to read you a few of these paragraphs from the Walt Disney Company website, which announced this project, because I think it'll give you more of an idea of what they're actually trying to create here and what it could mean for the future. In addition to being a world-class games experience and interoperating with Fortnite, the new persistent universe, which means it's going to get persistent content updates via live service, will offer a multitude of opportunities for consumers to play, watch, shop, and engage with content, characters, and stories from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and more. Players, gamers, and fans will be able to create their own stories and experiences, express their fandom in a distinctly Disney way, and share content with each other in ways that they love. I don't really get the part about creating your own stories and experiences. Does that mean we're going to be able to build our own stuff using characters and properties? It sounds like they're just building a gigantic sandbox-style universe in which we'll be able to take every Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, Disney, Avatar character and mix and match them all together. Think of playing as a kid, playing with different toys, and you combine them all together, like playing with Lego. You're combining different Lego sets and different things together to build your own experience. They're basically doing that in Fortnite. Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, who I mentioned before, also said Disney was one of the first companies to believe in the potential of bringing their worlds together with ours in Fortnite, and they use Unreal Engine across their portfolio. Now we're collaborating on something entirely new to build a persistent, open, and interoperable ecosystem that will bring together the Disney and Fortnite communities. This will enable us to bring together our incredible collection of stories and experiences from across the company for a broad audience in ways we have only dreamed of before.
So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause.
This is the future of gaming, people. This is where it's going. Epic Games are clearly leading the way. I mean, I think they've shown that since around 2017, over the past few years, where Fortnite was just this unstoppable behemoth of a game. I think it'd be so funny, though, if this entire thing somehow failed. Like, imagine them spending $1.5 billion and then whatever they release is just like, no one's that interested.
What are you? an idiot sandwich.
I don't think that's going to be the case. I think this is going to be major, but still would be kind of funny. It's interesting though that this announcement article also mentions Unreal Engine being used for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and they reference cinematic editing and animation for film and streaming. I guess also using it for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Disney obviously also uses Unreal Engine to create The Mandalorian. It's used on the volume sets to create the backdrops for shows like The Mandalorian and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So Disney's partnership with Epic Games has been going for quite some time. It's just evolving to a level that I think none of us really imagined.
Coincidence? I think not!
So with all that said, do you think this is going to be good for the future of Star Wars games and gaming in general? What's a Star Wars game you've always wanted, and do you think it will ever actually happen? Come follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes content and teasers of new videos. And if you want to learn more about every Star Wars game that's currently in development, then you should watch this video here. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.